All right. Um, yeah, I'm not sure where this request come from. It was either the usual culprits are either Lydia, Liz, or someone in France, and quite possibly all three may have sent me this at various times. And obviously we've done more Eric Gales than we have Joe Bonamassa, but we've just really started with Joe Bonamassa. I've only done a couple of his tunes. Um, so I think we have done more Eric Gales. I'm not sure. But anyway, best guitar duel ever, Joe Bonamassa and Eric Gales. So yeah, let's see, because that's a big shout, but let's see. Let's go.
Self, in a moment of reflection as I stood in front of a full-length mirror in the shower, fully clothed, I said to myself, what will the fine folks here in the middle of the Mediterranean Ocean really want to hear? And I said, it'll be this gentleman and I over some sludgy blues rock shit, just shredding the crap out of guitars. So that is our plan for our final song of the evening. And I'd like to thank once again everybody who's been on this boat. Mr. Peter Frampton, of course, who was killing it last night. So inspiring. And everyone who's come out here and come so far, and we waited a long time, 25 years since we've been on the same stage together, and I think he's one of the absolute best guitar players in the world, if not the very best. I'm talking about the one, the only Mr. Eric Gales, who's going to come and join us for this last one.
I will say we haven't done Eric Gales for a while, but and we've only really lightly touched on him and Joe Bonamassa. Maybe we're equal of how many we've done of each, but this is going to be interesting because it's two. From the little I know and seen of Joe Bonamassa and Eric Gales, there's it is a different way approaching. Like Eric Gales kind of has a more kind of funkier, lighter, and Joe Bon. At least the tracks I've heard from Joe. But mind you, this is let's just go.
And we're going to start with a big old E chord, and then we're going to figure it out once we get a little signal going here. Or I'm going to keep telling bad jokes.
So fire. I actually don't think I've heard, because we've seen Joe Bonamassa with Jimmy Barnes and Beth Hart. I don't think I've heard him sing. He's fire singer too. before we get to the thing, I just want to say something about Eric Gales, which I forget until I watch him. Just watch when he does little riffs. Watch his face. He just has this, like, almost like a kind of. Did you just see what I just did? Like he just has this grin. Like he's just so happy, like to be playing what he's playing, and you just see it. Like the smile in his face is just it's fire. Watch his face when he does these little licks. It's like this little childlike grin comes on his face, like he's just having the best time of his life. Let's go. Not gonna lie, that went metal there. That was some metal shit. That was, hard. This is getting me so hyped. I just can't wait for the fucking back and forth. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Yeah. Hold on, because I'm going blind. There's something in my eye and it's putting me off. I can't rock if every time I close my eyes I go blind. This is, I think, I've never heard Eric Gale sound so fucking evil. That little riff he done before he went into like the more hymn type of playing, the crazy soloing. Kirk Hammett would be proud of some of that shit. go back. I'll go back because this is just too insane. The only thing I've seen Eric Gale smile and react bigger to than his own playing is Joe Bonamassa's playing. Eric Gales is loving it, and the fact that he's like so into what he's doing, but is still getting that boom drop every time. Like his rhythm is just so there. Like both of them, to be fair, but Eric Gales just has a certain touch when yeah, just how he kind of. Again, I say like Peter Green. I use Peter Green as the reference. It's not the notes he plays; it's the notes he don't. He has that similar thing. It's not the notes he don't play. It's where he just hits it and rides it. But Joe Bonamassa, this is like when they say hip hop is the only competitive music, that is utter bullshit. Like nothing is more competitive than this two. This is like watching, and I know people say, "Oh, it's music." They're just making. No, it's not. It's two men playing guitar that are wanting to outdo each other. That like it that doesn't have anything to do with disrespect. It's that you want to show this. Like if you watch Stevie Ray Vaughan, where he when he plays with Johnny Copeland, it's like a different Stevie Ray Vaughan because he's not playing to the room, he's playing to that guy. Like these two are playing solely for each other. This is like watching um the gladiator fight, God's fight, like it's the comment that intensity between the two. Yeah, let's go back a bit more because this is just fucking greatness. Yeah. It's making me sweat. This is making me sweat. This is too much. Eric as well going on the pentatonic. I heard that he's just. I don't know what it is about his little riffs he's pulling off it. He sounds so evil. There's definitely like he must have been listening to Metallica or metal around this time because he just sounds so metal. But then there's there was almost like classical in that between the two of them. Like that was going back to the hip hop thing because it is true. Hip hop is without doubt the most competitive. I mean, people die over it, but this is literally the guitar version of when Busta Rhymes and Eminem. I can't think what the tune is called. They did two tunes together, but it's one in particular. I can't think what the name of it is. But listen to Busta Rhymes talk about it. If you don't like hip hop and don't want to listen to it, um, put in the hold on, my phone's ringing. Um, yeah, if you don't like hip hop, just look at Busta Rhymes talk about that track because he's like, I don't know whose track it was initially. I think it might have been Busta Rhymes' track originally, and he said to Eminem, "Do a verse." He's like, and then he sent me this verse, and he said, and I was like, "Nah, you ain't doing me like that." He's like, so I rewrote the verse. He said, so he wrote. He's like, I wrote 8, he wrote 8. And I was like, nah. So I put 16, sent it back to him. He put 16. He's like, and we just literally went back and back and back and back. He's like, because he was basically like, nah, I'm changing mine if you're doing that. And it's just, if you hear the song, it's a hip hop gem. For the simple fact that it's two of the greatest rappers of all time, Eminem and Busta Rhymes, trying to outdo each other. And that's what this is the guitar version of. I'd never seen nothing like that in my life. It was insane. But yeah, let's go.
Said this summer, came to the captain, tell him I'm going home.
forgot all about Joe Bonamassa's singing. He's a fire singer. Definitely have to listen to some of his actual tracks. As I say, I've only heard it with singers. Um, and him just playing guitar. But he's actually, yeah, he's got a good voice on him. But yeah, that was just, yeah, greatness. Greatness. Even the just overall tune itself, the that riff. But what was that at the end? Ding, 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 ding. I think it's Black Keys' riff, but it might come from an old blues. Well, it definitely comes from an old blues thing if it's Black Keys. But ding, 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 ding. Yeah, fire, so fire, too much fire, too much for one crowd, too much for one person. Good God. Yeah, I'm exhausted. I need to smoke after that. I tell you. I mean, what's there to say? Yeah, just that's all I got to say, really. Speechless. But yeah, that's the reaction. Sweet.